Attention. Please let us have your attention. You are now about to enter another dimension. So open your mind, push reset, and reboot your computer.
Time to kick it from the start, but save the best for last. Just sit back, relax, and ease your minds with Ned and Pat. You never know where they're going or what they're gonna say. They start in Leslie County, they end up on Pirate Bay. They keep the special guests coming like some interviews disciples. 1 minute it's DDP, then the next it's Shawn Michaels. Retro phenomenons, bringing throwback back. Like Nico with the symbol, or when Patrick's name was Brack. Chuckles in my belly, now it's time to let them out. Ned and Pat, they got the funnies, and Nico's got the rap. So what y'all waiting for? Time to pull you up a seat and kill the radio. This podcast is yours to keep. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce to you Ned and Pat.
Hello again, my good friends.
Bonbonnoir.
It's time again for Kill Your Radio with Pat and...
Me.
Me who?
Oh, God.
Who's on first?
Yeah. I already made this silly.
Obviously, Ned is here, as always, considering he's the other guy.
You saying I'm the other guy?
Oh, I'm saying if it were you, I'm the other guy.
Let's think about that for a minute.
Yeah. Strike that. Reverse it.
Yes.
We are coming to you again with your weekly dose of lunacy from Kill Your Radio. We've got a really awkward little program lined up for you tonight.
It's going to be scintillating and salacious.
Salacious.
Yes.
We've got some cool things to talk about that's going on. As always, we always say we have something cool going on to tell you about, so maybe you'll keep listening till the end.
Yeah.
That's my plan anyway. But jump right into it. As always, the big news this week is that the Mars rover landed and took some pictures.
That NASA's at it again.
Yep. And other than that, the Olympics are going on. Yay.
Yeah. I learn about new sports that I didn't know existed every day now. Like handball.
Handball's an Olympic sport.
I always thought handball was racquetball with a glove.
Yeah.
But apparently,
Uh-oh.
it's an arena sport in the style of soccer with goalies.
Really?
That's what they call handball now.
So it's like water polo without water.
Exactly.
Oh.
It takes out all the impressive parts of soccer and water polo.
The only really impressive thing about water polo is like they have fouls. How can you foul somebody in water polo?
I don't know. You have to tread water for like about 5 hours.
I was with my wife today at the salon, and they were talking about how ping pong's an Olympic sport.
And China tears its ass.
Well, yeah, naturally. I mean, everybody's seen friggin' what's it called? Forrest Gump.
Well, I'll have you know I'm in tight with some top ping pong athletes, and I sort of know the sport. Just so you know.
Okay. Sorry. Sorry for the disrespect.
It's table tennis, Pat.
Right. And that ping pong pro wouldn't happen to live on Muncie's Creek, would he? Formerly.
A former resident.
We're talking about you, and you are a pro. And now get back to typing.
Yeah.
But I guess the Olympics are cool. I figure that since they've got so many random things now, that maybe next time they'll have beer pong.
I was engrossed in basketball today, men's basketball.
Yeah, before Ned came over to do the show, he was really excited about Team USA losing.
I thought Australia was going to beat them.
Aussie.
This big group of crazy millionaires getting beat by these weird Outback guys with shaggy haircuts and beards and stuff.
That's cool. It's like the death metal band of basketball.
Right after I quit talking to you, though, they got down about 30-some points. So
they don't have Powerade in those coolers. It's Foster's.
Kobe Bryant just started shooting like threes. He shot 1, 2, 3, 4. He just kept making them. He shot a fifth one just to be crazy. It didn't go in, but it could have.
But he laughed. So he laughed because
it's like they were doing so good. Australia was, and I'm not a trader, guys. I just thought it was funny, and they were like keeping it between like 5 and 10 points, and then they sort of went up to 10. Then they started like stealing the ball every play, like doing alley-oops and shooting threes.
The Globetrotters.
They turned into the Globetrotters. I swear to God they did. They was like putting it under their jersey and acting like they didn't know where it was.
Sweet Georgia Brown was
Bubblegum Tate come out. Like started freaking out.
Dribbling with his head.
Yeah. He like went up and bought popcorn like while the play was going on and started throwing it to the Australian team.
Oh my God. That's the Olympics in our mind.
Yeah.
You can never take
Oh
that
man,
away.
the Australians were so happy like between the second and third quarter. By the end of that fourth quarter, they were pretty forlorn, I tell you.
Halftime, though, belonged to the Aussies.
Yeah, they were like in such high spirits.
They were cracking up at Foster's.
Little did they know, like, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, man.
They were getting shrimp on the Barbie at the concession stand.
Yeah, they had grills lit inside.
That's the coolest thing I've ever heard.
Well, I made it up, but
You shouldn't have told that part.
that ruined all the fun.
I wouldn't have told that.
I wouldn't have told that. Punchline without the joke.
Yeah. But the Olympics, they're always cool, you know, and I guess their closing ceremony, they're going to have tons of awesome British bands. Paul McCartney and Wings is going to do it, aren't they?
Suspiciously, Great Britain is third in overall medal count. I don't understand. I think the fall of the Soviet Union's took its toll on Russia.
When you said medal count, I thought you meant like metal bands, and I was like, well, they got Black Sabbath, and
Oh, they invented metal. Are you trying to say?
you know,
Well, they
kind of did, I guess. I mean, Zeppelin and
Priest,
Sabbath, Maiden,
Priest,
yeah,
Lemmy.
Lemmy, Bullet for My Valentine's.
I was watching Airheads the other night,
Oh man,
and when Lemmy pops out in that crowd,
what was it he said? I used to read comic books or something like that.
yeah, they're talking about how they all used to be nerds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You owe me a pop, Jinx.
Damn. Who would win in a fight between Lemmy and God? Lemmy. No, God. Trick question. Lemmy is God. One of the best lines in the movie. That and the running gag of you can't pluralize the Lone Ranger. That was cool. That was a really good movie. I used to have it DVR'd.
Yeah. They got some like weird new movie channels popping in and out.
Yeah.
Like Fox Movies. I don't know if that's new, but there's like an AXS.
I'm wondering whatever happened with the DirecTV Viacom debacle. Did they ever get all their shit straightened out?
I don't have AMC right now.
You've got Dish, don't you?
Yeah, I think it's Dish that's having the trouble.
No, it was Direct. Direct lost like all their Viacom. They lost MTV, CMT, Nickelodeon, VH1. They lost like 30 channels because Viacom wanted like some obscene amount of money.
Well, they lost AMC. which is a real shame because
AMC is
they're like making the HBO quality shows nowadays.
real. Walking Dead.
I like Mad Men.
Yeah, that's cool.
a sort of a more understated show, but it's genius the way they make it. Like, I don't know, filming something that looks dated, that looks that good. It's the only time you ever realize that the weird shit that's left over with all the weird looking 60s stuff was like really cool looking back then, you know.
Yeah, I was
like, I've always been afraid of lime green bathtubs and stuff, but they had their place.
Yeah, they did. There was a time. You know, and I watched. I was watching Blow over the weekend at work because, as we all know, I do nothing at my work. I was watching Blow, and you know, they were showing like it was supposed to be old home movies of Johnny Depp raising his kid in like the 60s and 70s or whatever. And it's just crazy at how it looked, how they can film something now and make it look like it was filmed then, you know?
Yeah.
That's really cool. And Blow was a badass movie. A really badass movie. But,
yeah. I always used to wish that they would, like, do, like, some big super project where they like, took every period of history and just filmed it like completely authentically.
That would be cool.
Like something that Walt Disney would do, like in a mad genius plan.
Mm-hmm. You know, did you know that they made like a Fantasia 2000? No. You see, I didn't either. My wife, her little sister, they found all these old videotapes, and they were watching like Toy Story 2 or some shit. And there was a preview, and it started out with the dancing broom Fantasia deal.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, hey, it's Fantasia. And then all of a sudden, there's like stuff that I couldn't ever remember being in Fantasia, and it popped up as Fantasia 2000.
Yeah.
So I didn't know they done that. And it kind of upsets me because Fantasia was the coolest cartoon that Walt done.
It was like one of the first ones, wasn't it?
I think it was the first really big one.
The first one that was like...
Yeah,
like to that crazy scale of quality that they started making.
Yeah, because the art in it was unreal, and then the filming too. It was just
it cost like $1 billion to hand draw a movie like that.
Yeah,
and like have it done in America.
People probably don't even hand draw cartoons anymore at all. It's probably lost art.
It's all Pixar now.
Yeah, damn them.
The last of the great like actually sailed in animation movies are over.
Yeah, that's sad too.
That was a real art.
It really was.
And it like in the old '60s ones, you could see like a lot of the stray like pen marks and stuff. It gave it like a little character.
Mm-hmm. So many cool things have gone away.
Yeah,
because of technology. As much as I'm a fan of technology. Because it's allowing us to do what we're doing.
Yeah.
Because God knows the radio couldn't handle us.
We've not been too salacious or controversial.
Well,
so far,
maybe not in the last couple of weeks. I don't know. Fuck the state fair, by the way. Again.
Well, that just ruined that.
Yeah. Again, boycott the state fair. But I don't know.
If anybody does go, I do want to know how big that pig is.
Yeah. Let us know about the pig. That was why. We wanted them funnel cakes.
I'm like super into giant watermelons too.
It's his fetish. Super giant watermelon man.
I want one that I can cut like a manhole in and like just dive into like James and the Giant Peach.
That would be the coolest watermelon ever.
Yeah.
You'd have to have a ton of salt.
Yeah. I don't really go for the salt.
I like it.
Not on watermelon.
Peaty green.
I'm a purist.
Peaty green.
Yeah, you need just a little whang.
Just a little whang.
A little whang of salt.
But we've got a really cool show coming up, we asked some people what they wanted to hear about, and we alluded to it last week that Tommy Pace had talked to us about reptile people and how there's a whole community of people that believe in reptile people. So, and Ned started talking about the guy. What's his name? David
Icke.
David Icke. So I looked him up tonight before Ned came over, and fuck me running. We've got some really crazy stuff to tell you. But beyond that, got a really crazy story about some Native American shapeshifters.
Lord.
And then Ned's got a story to tell that's pretty strange. And after that, we're going to let you in on some new stuff we've got going on and some things coming up. So, stick around with us for some more KYR Radio after this very, very selfless plug for money.
Hey folks, it's Pat from KYR Radio. We all know that the internet's a great advertising medium, and if you're looking to do so, look no farther than KYR Radio. KYR has several very reasonably priced packages for advertising, and we guarantee professional quality. So, if interested, please contact us at KYRradio12@gmail.com or find us on Facebook at facebook.com/KYRradio12.
Lizard people. It's a really interesting notion. Not Ninja Turtles. Way more serious and spooky. These lizard people. They're coming.
He started it without me again, didn't he?
Couldn't help it.
Oh, man. What are we on?
Lizard people.
Lizard people. Lizard people. So Tommy told me, he's like, man, there's like a whole community of people that believe in reptilian humanoids. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, you guys got to talk about it. You got to find this stuff out. So Ned apparently had heard the guy, David Icke, on Coast to Coast. Is that right?
Yeah, he he sort of makes his rounds on alternative media outlets, shall we say.
So we really don't want to go into the history of David Icke because it's a little long and pretentious and wacky, but he's one of these cats that hardcore believe in like the Illuminati and New World Order, and which, you know, New World Order is in the Bible, and I believe in the Bible, but this guy has got some warped friggin' shit going on in his head. So basically, what this cat believes is that the world is run by reptoid humanoid people that apparently can shapeshift, and when they taste human blood, and they live in tunnels under the earth.
Seems reasonable enough.
And the deal is, it's identified in his book or whatever, The Biggest Secret, as the Brotherhood, and they're descendants of reptilians from the constellation Draco. And
methinks that's a dragon.
They walk on two legs and appear to be human, and they live in tunnels and caverns inside the earth. And he also says that they're a race of gods known as the Anunnaki. Is that it? Is that right? Is that how you say it?
Anunnaki.
Sorry.
That's what Giorgio Tsoukalos told you was the way to say it.
right.
You better listen.
The Anunnaki in the Babylonian creation myth. And he goes on to he goes into this whole spiel about the Anunnaki came to Earth for precious metals, and they came for monoatomic gold, and when they eat it, according to this guy, it can increase the carrying capacity of the nervous system 10,000-fold, which allows you to, focus on all the parallel dimensions that are around us right now. So far, we've got the NWO, the Illuminati, lizard people, and a multiverse. Not to mention the fact that they came from a constellation that looks like a dragon. And beyond that, they say the first reptilian and human hybrid was Adam. So, and beyond, even farther beyond, they say that the Anunnaki bred with another extraterrestrial race called the Nordics. And that's what created the Aryan race to be slave masters over people that were mining this monoatomic gold. Take it away, Ned.
Well, I mean, you've not said anything that's really far-fetched or right. I mean, it all seems pretty self-evident what's going on here.
I know. There's nothing here that couldn't be real.
Yeah.
Or couldn't be fake. I don't know.
This guy, like, never mind.
I mean, this
I
guy's
was turning to Christopher Walken like, this guy, this guy here. He's pretty much started the History Channel. Him and Zachariah Sitchin.
the most recent incarnation of the History Channel.
Yeah. When they ain't fishing or looking for Bigfoot or making antiquing seem like it's something new.
Or Doomsday Prepping.
Yeah. I was Nat Geo.
Oh, my bad. I always get that confused.
Yeah, you gotta get your crazy conspiracy shows together.
I know. Man, this guy thinks that everyone that's been elected into the government is a lizard man.
I gotta give it to him, though. Some people play around with these conspiracy theories. You know, they'll get into the Illuminati, and maybe it's just a bunch of guys that meet in secret.
Right.
This guy goes full on lizard man.
You got to give it to him for that.
Nothing is left out that I can see.
He don't stop at your standard mark of the beast, or just normal people controlling the world, or even Satan. He goes past Satan. 2 lizard men.
Yeah.
I mean,
you think that he invented, you think they made squids to pass secrets to the whales about us? Yeah. And the whales swim down to the secret base, and I don't know where I'm going.
If they made squids, does that mean they made the Squidbillies? Or is that just a horrible mistake?
I think the Deep South made the Squidbillies.
William Street. I mean, I just can't get over it. I mean, when Tommy told me this, you know, you know that regardless of what you hear, there's always going to be some small group of people that believe in whatever it may be. But what the fuck? I mean, this guy has wrote books about lizard people, and
that's a bold move.
Yeah, he has wrote books about lizard people. I just can't. What do you think he knows about Mel's Hole?
Probably thinks it's a bunch of made up.
Now that Mel's Hole stuff is shit.
That's too out there for him.
But lizard people,
Yeah,
he don't believe in ghosts.
he's probably like ghosts completely unproven.
What about Mel's Hole, David?
He's like, if there were ghosts, then there would be better evidence.
But David, what about Mel's Hole?
I think Mel's Hole's a bunch of twaddle.
What do you think to be true, David?
Why lizard people? Haven't you heard me?
This guy's epic. I wonder if we can get him.
I don't know. He's pretty high profile.
Sky's the limit. The sky's the limit.
You got to reach for the stars.
To hell with.
You got to reach for the dragon constellation stars.
To hell with the movie stars and the musicians and the wrestlers. We want David Icke.
Yeah.
But we had to let everybody in on that for your own good.
Well, everybody needs to know.
So all of you that are listening to this right now, you have been warned. You know.
Yeah. Like if a lizard man comes after you
and
you cut his tail off, it'll just grow back.
Yeah. And then he will feast on your blood and turn into a human looking thing. But so
they do see the lizard man in South Carolina.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Where's David Icke from?
I don't know.
Let's find out. We'll Wikipedia this shit.
We'll find.
He was a goalkeeper when he played football. Let's see. David Icke. Oh. Ride Isle of Wight. Sir, he is English.
Yeah.
Yep. And he's formerly a member of the Green Party.
Well, that lends him some credibility.
Yeah. Oh, man. This guy's... He's got a repertoire that's just endless. I mean, he's got views on the moon matrix. You know, I mean, it's just look at the books he's written here. I mean, he's written several.
He's a true scholar.
His first book was called "It's a Tough Game, Son." I don't know. This is way out there. David Icke, ladies and gentlemen. But I guess as long as he believes in what he's saying, then we can't ostracize him too much, can we?
Nah, no.
He's got the right to his beliefs, just like that damn Chick-fil-A has the right to theirs, and will not what's the word I'm looking for? I've already used ostracize. We won't talk no shit to nobody for their views, I guess is the best way to put her. But it's, I don't know, lizard people. That's beyond me. Of all the strange things that we've heard about lizard people.
That's just the lizard people. I always suspected if anybody was a lizard person, it was Larry King. Because have you ever seen him standing?
You know, I always thought he looked like an owl.
Yeah, but he's got like...
He does have lizardy
legs.
Yeah, he's got kind of a reptilian posture, doesn't he?
He's all shoulders and head.
Can you imagine George W. as a lizard person? because apparently it's members of the government,
Yeah.
except for Hal Rogers.
Man, George Bush about went into some... George Bush gave his... Oh.
Where were you going with that one?
The greatest hits of George Bush are his drunk wedding video, where he's like, "Only in America." He's talking about him. He's like, doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, runs marathons, very boring person. He's doing like a comedy routine.
Yeah.
And drinking vine.
And eating chittin'.
Yeah, and then at the end of the video, he just downs a big flute of champagne.
Downs a big flute of Jack Daniels.
Yeah, it's Irish whiskey.
Oh, Jameson's. But moving on from lizard people.
As bad as we hate to move on.
Yeah, it's horrible. I know that everybody wants to hear more about it. We'll post some links to lizard peoples. This kind of maybe in an odd way ties in with it. And Ned had told me to listen to the thing about it, and I hadn't gotten around to it. So he told me the story right before we came on the air. Skinwalker Ranch. Yes, not Skywalker, not George Lucas. Skinwalker in Utah. Ned's told me some fucked up stories, and although this didn't top Mel's Hole for me, because when he told me the Mel's Hole story, I just looked at him wide-eyed for like an hour. But Skinwalker Ranch is damn close to the lunacy that is Mel's Hole. Mm-hmm. But the thing about Skinwalker is that
it's totally true.
There's actually some credibility to the things that are being said.
Yeah.
So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, here's my good friend Ned with the tale of Skinwalker Ranch.
Thank you, Patrick.
Anytime, sir.
Skinwalker Ranch. Pause.
Dramatic.
Skinwalkers are apparently this like gruesome Native American sort of demonic entity.
Kind of like zombies.
Yeah, they're like a medicine man that's turned into an evil spirit, and they're sort of like a gruesome zombie, vampire, cannibal type character. Like a walking corpse.
Makes a lizard man look like Miss America, don't it?
Yeah. You could probably lure a lizard out with a nice hot rock or something.
Yeah.
But,
bugs.
Yeah, get them some good June bugs. These skinwalkers, though, are apparently a big deal out west. And there's a ranch out there that's supposedly the natives won't set foot on. And it's just a hotbed of high strangeness, UFO activity, Sasquatch-like creatures.
Wolves.
Yeah, giant bulletproof wolves. Lots of shenanigans, poltergeist activity.
All of this happening in one place, one ranch.
Yeah, for years and years and years, supposedly it's happened. And the most documented series of events was a family of ranchers that decided to buy the ranch.
Cattle breeders by trade.
Yes. Breeders of fine, artificially inseminated cattle.
Bovine, if you will.
Yeah. Bovine beauties. But anyway, the craziness just happened immediately.
And here we go.
Yeah. It's the day that the first day that they were there and brought their cattle in and stuff, this wolf-like creature just saunters up to them like a tame dog. And they're like sort of not really knowing what's going on because it acts like it's just really friendly and just sort of minding its own business, looking around. But it's coming up on their where they have the cows put up there, and all of a sudden it just turns vicious and grabs a calf by the head and starts trying to pull it out through the fence. And the guy starts kicking it and trying to beat it off, and they get like a bat or a stick or something, and you gotta turn it hard. And they end up pulling out a handgun, like .357, and they shoot it a few times, and it's just unfazed. And they go in and get a rifle and shoot it a few times. And finally it just sort of gives up of its own will, so to speak, like it doesn't act hurt or anything. And a big piece of its hide blows off with the last shot. Yeah. So anyway, it just sort of trots off, like unscathed pretty much. And the piece that was blown off of its body,
The mangled.
yes, the gruesome piece of flesh. I did. That flew off was putrefied.
Not petrified.
Yes, it was putrefied, like it had been out for a few weeks.
In the hot Utah sun.
Yes, in the hot Utah sun. So anyway, they sort of track it, and they track it through some mud, and the tracks just disappear. So they're all freaked out, but they've made this investment in this ranch, and they sort of go into denial about it, and just crazy things start happening. Poltergeist activity. Dishes, they'll find them upstairs under the bed. They'll fold clothes in the bathroom, or fold towels, they'll find them in the microwave. They'll put up their groceries, and then they'll find them stacked in another room. And then they start seeing like orbs, like UFOs that'll track along the ground like the size of basketballs. So it's just craziness the whole time they're there. And they start losing cattle. Expensive cattle. And they find them mutilated. They find them without blood. They find them in all kinds of crazy arrangements. And they see Sasquatch-type creatures in the woods moving around. They see constant UFO activity in the sky. And eventually they've had enough and they leave. But this is a famous case because the ranch was bought
by none other
than this this group of investigators. It's called like the Institute of Discovery Science or something.
One of whom just so happens to be the weekend host
George Knapp
of Coast to Coast.
Yeah. The guy that was the Area 51 reporter. So anyway, him and Combe Kelleher, I think.
What a cool name.
Yeah. Who's got a PhD in something. Probably completely unrelated.
Parapsychology.
Yeah. And they like do investigations, and they wrote a book about it, and he wrote a bunch of articles. And there's pictures. There's like a website, like skinwalkerranch.org. It's like this whole big thing. Like it's just this really famous case. And like scientists and critics have like come out real strong against it because they made the claim that they did like a scientific investigation on something that made no sense at all.
That wasn't scientific.
It's completely unscientific.
Because it's like about woolly boogers.
It's about everything
unscience related
yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
Shapeshifters, curses, medicine men, UFOs,
Yeah.
Bigfoots.
It goes from folklore to UFOs. Yeah, to shapeshifters, to crypto activity.
Zombies. Illuminati's probably in there.
Yeah. If you dig deep enough, the Illuminati
Is everywhere.
is on Skinwalker Ranch. I don't know. That was a long, drawn-out tale, but
There's pictures.
I've been seeing, like, a lot of shows about it here lately, though. Like Sci-Fi Channel type business. Like they did a haunted highway about it the other day. They went to Skinwalker Ridge.
And who stars on Haunted Highway? Would it happen to be that little Colombian girl?
This one was Jack Osborne.
Jack off.
Jack Osborne.
Jack Osborne. That Sonny and Bobby's nephew.
Reckon he can play the mandolin? Or the banjo?
I bet he plays banjo real good. So they went there on Haunted Highway?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. You know where they should come on Haunted Highway?
Tell me.
Tugs Point.
I knew it.
My favorite place in Leslie County.
Yeah, you bring it up every once in a while.
I know. I only bring it up because of the story that you told me, like yesterday. So there's been another dogman sighting. Not sighting, but he's left traces. He wants us to know.
Yeah, really?
I think so.
He's been creeping around my granny's corn patch.
Your grandpa will fuck him up.
Yeah, he built a wingmaster out on him.
He'll get up in that tree and jump out on him, just like his granddaddy done.
That was his dad.
Was his dad?
Yeah, his dad was the one that jumped out.
Man, I don't know why I thought it was his granddad. I guess it was the horse thing. Just made me think farther back.
Oh, his grandpa was George.
You know, we ain't told these people about George. We'll have to tell them about George.
Yeah, one of these days. One of these days.
Yeah. But Ned, yesterday when I talked to him, he was like telling me this story. It's like, that's what our show's consisting of lately, is you telling stories.
I'm a story guy.
Story man.
Black Bell sign now. Brought you up a stool.
Sit around the old Cracker Barrel.
I'm old huckster now.
Yeah.
We need to just start cutting hair in here.
I know.
That's all it's missing.
Let's get a little spinny pole and be all right. What if we served beer? I mean, we could. This could be a happening shed.
We could have a speakeasy.
Yeah. It's a good idea.
You hear the gentle sounds of a hair clipper in the background and a 500-inch muskie.
Yeah. The gentle sounds of our resident daredevil out here telling about his arrowheads and
Yeah, the curator of this museum was in here earlier giving a presentation.
yeah. We have a man cave out beside the house here, and my father-in-law he's got some oddities in here. We're looking at 3 deer heads right now.
Yeah.
But
And a rafter bearing the name Hyacinth House.
we are in the Hyacinth House, and AKA the man cave.
Yeah.
But we
It goes by multiple monikers.
yeah, we were in here getting our stuff set up, and he kind of sauntered out and started telling Ned about all of his artifacts here. We've got a turtle shell or two that's full of broken Indian pottery, Native American rather. Sorry. We've got some skulls of ferrets and coyotes, and they can't figure out what the one is. Probably the coolest thing that he's got's that big piece of amber, though. I had never seen that until tonight.
Yeah. He's got the Mothman on a lampshade.
Yeah. Yeah, and then there's some pictures of early Kyler hanging behind us. And back here we've got a big E.T. doll and some caulk.
You know, caulk is something you always need to have on hand.
Very true. Very true.
Shut up. It's not what I said.
But anyway, Ned's Dogman story is that, what am I doing? You tell him.
Dogman creepeth
He creepeth in
in the fields of corn.
in Woo-town.
In Woo-town. No, I was having a little leisurely visit with my grandparents, and they said that something had been rummaging around out in their garden the night before. It had made off with a few ears of corn, and it tore down a crow that was hung up in the tree, which is a old-fashioned deterrent. And I said, "What was it?" They said, "I don't know. It looked like some kind of big giant dog print or something out there."
Dum, dum, dum. Ned said, "Grandfather,
Yeah.
sit down. We have much to speak of, and a very short time to do so." No, that's really kind of creepy, you know. Dogman's making his way around.
From the first episode.
I think we've talked about Dogman on every episode.
He's a popular guy.
I think we have. I may be wrong, but I think we have. It's creepy.
Yeah.
You know, I think we talked about it on the first one, but when I first told Ned the Dogman story, he was really thoroughly upset, like, honestly, which I was too, because you hear ghost stories and you're like, oh, well, you know, ghosts and ghouly men and whatnot. And when I heard that story, I was just like, what? What the hell? And then when I told Ned, it was crazy. We went down there one night and got stuck in the mud and had to walk out of there. You remember that?
I do.
That was an interesting night.
Yeah.
Oh no. Dog man. On a lighter note, fuck the state fair.
You've got such a vendetta.
I really do. How you gonna act like that? I'm not gonna get started again. Because it is just, I feel we were wronged. So wronged.
State fair, dude.
Dude, it's fucking state fair. I know. But we are going to take a very short break, and we'll be right back. Tell you about all kinds of cool stuff we got going on. Maybe go on a little rant, maybe not. Who knows? We'll be right back after this message from DDP.
On ddpyoga.com. You want to invest in yourself and take control of your life? I call it owning your life. Go to ddpyoga.com and own it. See ya. Bang! Monkey.
Yeah, DDP Yoga, yeah. The beat goes on, yeah. The Macho Man Randy Savage, he's left his mortal coil, sad to say. But one of these days, you're gonna look up into the clouds, and I'm gonna come off the highest top rope in the clouds with the atomic elbow of destiny, yeah! Cause I'm still the greatest professional wrestler who's ever lived, and I'm not living now, no, sad to say. But it's gonna be a repeat, it's a three-peat, and you better watch out, brother. St. Peter! Elizabeth! I've gotta go!
We had a little interference there, didn't we?
Yeah. Man.
We got like some kind of different signal coming in on our feed.
Different wavelength.
Yeah.
We want to thank the Macho Man and the gatekeeper.
Yeah.
For letting, oh my God, letting that Jim out.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Man, oh man.
Man, oh man.
We're obviously back.
Yes. In case you haven't noticed,
And
the show has returned.
the beat goes on.
Yes, the beat goes on.
We're like a chameleon.
Yeah.
But, you know, as always, the end of the show, not the end of the show, the last segment's to kind of get everybody up to speed on what's going on in the world of KYR Radio.
Yes, the wide world of dorks.
Yeah. Ned and Pat's wide world of dorks.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. If anybody's dorks, it's us.
Definitely. I think we found mathematical proof of that tonight.
Yeah. But we got a lot of cool stuff's going on. As we always say, Horror Hound Weekend in Indianapolis, September 7th through 9th. Got that coming up. Scarefest in Lexington, September the 28th through the 30th. And Wizard World in Columbus, also September 28th through the 30th. We're going to be moderately busy.
Right.
But we'll get to those in a minute. I just want to talk about something really cool that's going to be going on here. And sadly, I don't have an internet connection, so I can't get all of the all of the information at the moment, but we'll put it on our Facebook page. We'll put a link to it. It's called Rocktopia. It's going to be in Berea, Kentucky, and sadly I don't have the date in front of me because I'm mildly unprepared. But Rocktopia is going to be a 2-day long music festival, and there's going to be celebrities there, a bunch of walkers from The Walking Dead. I think the guitarist for Bang Tango is going to be there. One of Keith Whitley's old guitarists is going to be there. It's really cool. It's a bunch of rock and metal bands. And the really cool thing about it, it's for a good cause. It's to raise money for the victims of the tornadoes earlier in the year.
Yeah, they're still just doing all kinds of work trying to get the schools open, and
yeah, West Liberty
people are volunteering here left and right.
West Liberty got demolished.
Yeah, there's just so much to do still.
Yeah, and they're raising money for that. And the way we found out about it was our friends in the band Brace for Goodbye. They're going to be playing at it, and they're really into the cause. So, definitely if you're able, go and check out Rocktopia. It's for a good cause. There's going to be some badass music going on there. They've got bands from California coming. Good stuff. And then also check out our friends Brace for Goodbye. They're just a badass metal band. I think it's facebook.com/Brace for Goodbye. So check them out. You'll dig it if you're a metalhead. But we love those guys. They're good buddies. So if you guys can check out Rocktopia, go and throw up the horns for Brace for Goodbye and kick somebody's ass in the pit.
And don't forget.
There it went again. What the hell? What the hell? What's going on? That looked like a flying spider. It really did.
That's called a wasper.
I know, but it looked like a spider for a minute. Anyway, like we were saying, the conventions that we've got coming up, we love going to these conventions. They're so much fun. We always meet super cool people. The last one.
I thought I did see a spider over here. Man.
The last one we met, Bob Elmore. It was Leatherface, a stuntman. We met,
affectionately known as Leatherman.
Yeah. And we met, just super cool people that were just attending the festival that wanted, they were just wanted to talk and hang out. And then we talked with DDP, the Midnight Mausoleum crew. Everybody at these things are really great. That's why we love going to them and keep going back.
Yeah, we'll try to run into some of our newfound acquaintances.
Yeah.
In times to come.
Oh yeah, definitely. But the next we're really excited to be going to Scarefest, obviously because we've both lived in Lexington before, and it's a really cool festival or convention rather, that you kind of hadn't heard about, and then you stumble upon it, and they have like such a star-studded cast of people that are going to be there. Josh Gates is going to be there, and he doesn't do a lot of appearances, and we've really got to talk to him.
We've got some things to clear up, some scores to settle.
Hey,
not in a bad way.
My brother even raised the subject when I told him that we were going to try to talk to Josh Gates. He's like, "Man, you got to ask what's going on here," and then thank
we gotta
him.
get to the bottom.
He said, and then thank him for making it happen.
Yeah.
So obviously, we're going to try to get Josh Gates because we're big fans of the show Destination Truth. A bunch of the Ghost Hunters International guys are going to be there. But we actually have confirmed, I actually spoke with this person, confirmed an interview with Danielle Harris. Probably best remembered for her role as Jamie in Halloween 4 and 5. She was the little girl that was Michael Myers' niece, and he was after her. But she was also in Hatchet 2 with our old friend Kane Hodder. He's going to be there too, and we've got to try to tell him what's up.
We got to fill him in on all these shenanigans.
I know he'll probably rip our throats out. But we do have a confirmed interview with Danielle Harris. She's really excited to be hanging out with us.
Bless her heart.
Bless her heart. If only she knew what she was in for. And then we've also, as everybody knows, we're going to have Sid Haig on the show. But we've also got a follow-up interview coming up with DDP.
Yeah.
And we're real stoked about that one.
We hope there's no weird interference when we have him on the show. That was kind of creepy.
I know. Especially after the DDP yoga, too. It's like maybe there's still a grudge.
We're going to get deep into some behind-the-scenes.
And also,
tales.
Yeah. Also, and this is really cool for me because I'm a big fan of this guy. I'm a big wrestling fan. I've been talking with some of CM Punk's people, and CM Punk is supposed to be calling me to set up an interview at Wizard World. And if CM Punk calls me, I'm going to freak out. So, if you guys hear about me having a heart attack, it's because CM Punk called. That might be the one I go kind of fanboy on. But, as always, I've been in contact with so many people trying to get things lined up, cool things. We're just working really hard on it to try to bring you guys the best possible shit we can bring. That's not real shit, but cool shit.
Yeah.
But all that's coming up, and if you can make it out to Scarefest, it's going to be worth it. There's so many things going on. There's going to be movie screenings. They're doing like ghost hunts. They're doing ghost hunts.
They're going to be a slippy slide.
Maybe. Right from.
That's what I'm pulling for.
Like if you get on the top of the sleepy slide and slide all the way down from the top or up arena, you get to take home a championship banner of your choice.
Yeah.
That's not true. Don't go down there expecting that, because you'll be sadly disappointed.
Yeah, I was going with it.
The Ghost of Adolf Rupp will be coming on our show if we take one of the banners.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd like that.
That big basketball gravestone he's got would like shatter in half, and this angry German man would descend out of it, or ascend out of it.
And it would play that music that like used to play on the Black Devil merch strip, like Neptos.
Yeah. Or just like that pep rally music. Like
on Wisconsin.
No. I think it's called Sirius by Alan Parsons Project.
Oh, sorry.
Get it right.
Man, my bad. Ashley Judd's going to come and kill us over that one.
Yeah, I know it.
But all that stuff's coming up, as always. Go to our Facebook and our blog, and we're on iTunes now. And if you go to our blog, which is KYRradio12.blogspot.com, there's a link to the iTunes so you can subscribe to us, and you'll know as soon as we upload something. And also, you're freaking me out. Is that wasp, or is it like going to land on me?
I don't know. It's disappeared from sight.
Oh shit. Anyway.
Oh no, I see it right there below the
Mothman lamp. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, about the brow of that elk.
Okay, we're good. We're the feed for our iTunes is on a website called Podomatic. It's KYRradio12.podomatic.com. There's rankings.
It's PODOMATIC.
That's it. There's rankings of all the podcasts. Like there's thousands and tens of thousands on there. And our first week or so, first week we were on there, we had moved up to number 40-something in comedy from the very, very bottom, and like number 2,000 of 20,000 overall. So if you guys can go and listen to us there and rank it, like it, love it, whatever you have to do, get us back toward the top, good things will happen.
Yeah, just don't do anything to mess up your keyboard or anything.
Right, yeah, no bodily fluids on the keyboard. That don't work out.
Learn that the hard way.
More than once. Did you hear that?
I heard a knock.
Fucking Kane Hodder. Or Martin.
What if he popped up in the window, but his...
Martin?
No.
Hodder?
What if Hodder popped up in the window, but his voice was Rip Taylor? He started throwing confetti.
But the confetti was heads.
Yeah. So he had a really big confetti bag.
Or shrunken heads.
He probably is a head craftsman.
I would imagine so. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It took a turn for the crazy.
Podomatic.
Yes, Podomatic.
But, get us up in the ranks there. And also, we've got some stickers in the works and some T-shirts, too. So we'll let everybody know when those come about.
Yeah.
And how could I forget? KYR Radio has been invited to broadcast from our hometown festival, the Mary Breckenridge Festival.
Yes.
So everybody that listens to us from here, come out to the friggin' Mary Breckenridge, because we're going to be there doing nothing. I'd imagine sitting at a table podcasting.
Well, I mean,
we could stream it. We could stream it.
We'll work on that.
We may stream it. We may come live. But I don't think they've nailed down the music acts yet. So we know Ambush is going to be there. I mean, they're a old Leslie County classic. Let's see. Who else? I'm not really sure on the other ones. You know.
We'll have to get back to you.
Yeah. But there's that, and then always at the Mary Breckenridge Festival, there's always such great food. I mean, they've got your classic
blooming onions,
and all them funnel cakes.
Yeah.
But then there's some home cooking going on there too from the volunteer fire departments. They've always got some really good stuff.
Get you a little box dinner.
Yeah, chicken dumplings and
cornbread.
Oh yeah. And somebody always makes some badass chili.
Chili is it's a whole world unto itself.
It really is. But Mary Breckenridge goes on the first weekend of October. So everybody from around here, you're probably going to go anyway because you probably don't have anything better to do. And people from not here, if you get squirrely and want to come to our little mountainous town of Hyden, Kentucky, and check out our festival, come on. We'll have all kinds of fun killing the radios.
Yeah.
You think Michael Dwayne will be there?
I don't know.
If
was that a murderous rage?
No, listen, I have an idea. And after everybody hears this, get on the Facebook and tell me if you think we should do this.
Oh, no. Got a bad feeling already.
Next week.
You've seen the face. You've seen the face.
Next week, we're going to have all this new equipment. We'll be able to take calls on the air, but we'll also be able to make calls.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking that we kill Ned and Pat, or Pat and Ned, whichever you prefer, KYR Radio, under the banner of Freeway Pirate Entertainment. We should call 97.9 and ask them to buy ad time for a show called Kill Your Radio that you can get for free on the internet, where we encourage people to not listen to the radio. I want to see what their response would be.
You know, irony is not just your granny's well water anymore.
How funny would that be? I mean, you know how Michael Dwayne is. He gets all excited. So it's like, hey, I want to buy...
I don't really know him.
Hey, man.
I'll be honest with
I
you.
want to buy some airtime. And he's like, oh, okay. and then, like, you explain to him what the ad time's for, and kind of see what goes on with that.
Right.
I don't know. But, yeah, hopefully next week we'll probably do the show late in the week so I can make sure that we've got our stuff. Hopefully, if everything works out right, next week we'll be able to take calls. So we'll like we said before, we'll be on Twitter and Facebook while we're doing the show, and we'll kind of let people know what we're talking about. You can call, and if you want to talk about what we're talking about, that's awesome. And if you want to go a little wacky and get off topic, go for it.
Yeah. If, like, say you were on your CB radio and you started getting seduced by a werewolf on an odd channel,
We want to know.
We really want to know.
Like, say you're sitting on a strip job and you happen to see a centaur. Give us a call.
Yeah.
or maybe you're an alien.
Yeah.
Better yet, maybe you're a lizard man.
Yeah, we want to hear from the true blue lizard man.
Like, if you're a lizard man, you just call us. Tell us you're a lizard man. Hey, we don't give a shit. You're a lizard man, so what? Just call. Tell us what's up.
This goes for the lizard women, too.
Oh, zing.
Yeah.
But hopefully that all works out and we get all the equipment when we're supposed to get it.
And get our shenanigans going.
Yeah, and get the real good shenanigans going.
Get the shenanigans going.
But we always use the end of the show for some kind of little rant. So I'm serious. We need to call Michael Dwayne, man. And everybody go to the Mary Breckenridge Festival. Eat some funnel cakes. And as always, check out aflemingphotography.info.
Yeah.
And thank you, as always, Tommy Pace, for doing all of our drawing.
He likes to make drawings.
My name's Tommy, and I like drawing.
And he's always in the bathtub for some reason.
Wouldn't it be cool if we could get him to take a picture like that? Well, I think I may have overstepped a boundary.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Lauren Michaels is gonna
I don't think that was the boundary.
go Super Saiyan on you.
I think maybe the picture of Tommy in a bathtub was the boundary I was talking about.
Well, I imagined he would have his skibbies on. And maybe some strategically placed bubbles.
What if he was wearing like a raincoat?
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Raincoat. Galoshes.
Like a yellow Gorton's fisherman.
Yes.
Some galoshes.
Galosh. Oh, one more thing I want to talk about. Just thought about it. And I'm not running by Ned either, so.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so it's completely out of the blue. And it's a shout out to somebody, too. So, I hope you enjoy. Last night, I got an email from Facebook, or no, YouTube, sorry.
This is YouTube.
It's like, hey, Pat, it's YouTube. What's up?
How you been, bro?
I was like, dude, YouTube, what's up?
And remember that one night? Dude,
YouTube. Dude, remember that night?
me and you and Remember when we used to hang out with MySpace?
Yeah. Dude, YouTube, you remember when we uploaded the shit out of that one video? But I get this email from YouTube telling us that there's a comment on our video. And it was on the video for Midnight Mausoleum. And you see where I'm going with this, don't you? Anyway. And the comment is from just this person. And then I see that this person subscribed to us. And I click on the link to their channel. And it was like, let's see. It was Ghoul Hectic TV. And I click on it, you know, thinking that it's like, because most of the people that when they subscribe to us, when I would click on them, they didn't have anything like uploaded on their channel. You know, if somebody's got something uploaded, it'll automatically play. So I click on this link. And I'm sitting here in the dark, chilling out, reading emails. And all of a sudden, I hear a voice. And I click back over to YouTube, and there's this fucking clown. And it scared the fucking shit out of me. I mean, it was... So, Ghoul Hectic... I checked out your channel and your webpage and everything, and you're fucking awesome, but you scared the shit out of me. And then I told Dad, I was like, you gotta check your shit out. I said, just go watch it. Just go watch it. I lured him into my trap. So, it was, shout out to Ghoul Hectic for making some badass looking videos, because the production is great. It really is. Did you watch the whole video?
Yeah.
It was really cool. I mean, it scared the shit out of me because I didn't expect it.
It was really creepy, huh?
Yeah, really creepy. Good shit. And we're going to check out the band, too. But that was really... I had to bring that up. Had to. I mean, I could also tell the story I heard about you today, too, though.
Please don't.
I won't. It was horrible.
No, it wasn't that bad.
It was horrible.
Oh, God.
You're a bad person.
I am not.
I know. I'm just fucking with you. But, folks, you know...
I'm a mildly unpleasant person. Get it right.
I think that you're very pleasant. I think you're misunderstood.
Okay.
I love you.
Let's see in the show.
Everybody, if you can, check us out on Facebook. Facebook.com/KillYourRadio12. YouTube.com/KillYourRadio12. KillYourRadio12.blogspot.com.
I tell you, I seen somebody I knew today at the store.
Who?
I couldn't remember who they were.
How'd you know you knew them?
They talked to me.
What'd you talk about?
I'm just kidding. I don't shop at stores.
KillYourRadio12.podomatic.com. And if you can, go to those festivals, those conventions rather. And definitely, if you can, go to Rocktopia, because it's for a damn good cause.
Yeah.
And Mary Breckenridge. Woo! Hometown proud. Right on, man. Right on. Solid.
Right on.
Solid. See if there's anything else on the repertoire that we need to... Let's see. Lizard people, check.
The wasp is behaving erratically.
Scarefest, check. Dogman story, check. You know, I think that we should read Facebook statuses on there.
We'll get that into works.
Because there's some funny ones.
We'll wait on that one.
Our friends in the Greatest of These, they're having a music festival this weekend, 10th through the 12th, down in Richmond.
Oh, yeah, check that out.
Yeah, it's going to be the greatest of these. I think Harkin, Beth Farmer, Red Shade Blue, ton of bands.
Yeah, I seen like a list like on a shirt. It was like looked like about 50.
Yeah, I think it's the first annual, so everybody go check that out. There'll be some good stuff going on.
Be a new institution.
Hometown proud. Gotta be hometown proud if at all possible.
It's just getting crazy now.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at these Facebook statuses, man. I wish I could go ahead and read them, but we'll just save it. Just save it for later.
Yeah.
BBs are awesome, ain't they?
Yeah.
BB's got the coolest statuses ever. It's like, dude. Fucking down. Folks, I guess that's probably in our best interest all the time that we have for you tonight.
Yeah.
Come back next week. We'll have something all crazy and wacky lined up. I think Big Al's going to try to get with us next weekend.
Yes, the elusive.
He's been very elusive, hasn't he?
I'd say that would be our best bet to just get Bigfoot himself.
Yeah, it'd probably be easier.
Yeah.
I'll have to get Thomas Jackson back in here, too. Maybe he won't break the floor or something.
Yeah. He won't pull another one of those maneuvers.
Right. But it's like we always say, if you guys want to hear us talk about something, let us know. We'll talk about it. Somebody wanted us to do a movie review. John Wooten wanted us to do a movie review. But we've not watched. Have you watched any movies lately?
Not really any new movies.
I've
revisited some classics.
I watched the remake of Fright Night last night.
Did you?
Yeah. It was actually pretty good. I heard bad things about it,
Uh-huh.
but it was actually kind of cool.
I think the last movie I watched was Porky's.
Hell yeah. I like Spaceballs.
Yeah.
Spaceballs, the toilet paper. What was Rick Moranis? What was...
It's like...
He was Darth Vader, but what was... I can't remember what he was called. At all.
It's like... It wasn't like Dark Helmet or something crazy.
It was something like that. He had that huge-ass helmet.
Yeah.
That was funny. Love that shit. But if you guys have any questions that you want us to ask the people that we're interviewing, let us know. We'll ask them.
Yeah.
Just try to keep it moderately clean, I guess. I mean, I think we all know what boundaries we can't step over here. So there's things that we want to ask these people, but we know we can't. And the book's coming out in 6 months, so.
Set your watches.
So yeah, right now, 6 months from this very second. But your watches are going to be wrong because I still have to upload this. Oh. But check us out next week, friends. We'll be back, as always, to waste your time and line our pockets with air.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got some cool stuff coming up. As always, my name is Pat, and beside me is quite possibly the greatest person on the face of the planet.
Where is he?
And as always, he says...
What do I always say?
God damn it! We got to work this out before the show. We got to work it out. What do you always say? Bird in the hands, two in the bush.
Yeah.
Don't drink and drive, smoke and fly.
Yeah.
See a penny, pick it up all day long. You have good luck. Granny cuts your toenails, turn up the bed sheets.
That's my favorite song.
Pull that thing out and spin on it. It's cutting like a new file.
Oh, Lord. Now, mister, yeah, she'll not take much more of that. Can't take much more of that, brother.
I'm Pat, and beside me is my friend Ned. We are KYR Radio.
And with our powers combined, we're Captain Planet.
With our powers combined, we're Captain Fuck It.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and say pin him.
Yeah, okay.
And as always, Ned says,
Thanks for playing.
we'll see you next time.